Archangel Michael just confirmed something beautiful is about to happen. This good news will change everything, and you were meant to hear it first, my dear child. There is a soft stirring in the spirit realm tonight. A golden silence hanging over your name. And from heaven's highest balcony, Archangel Michael leans closer, his wings wrapped in divine fire, his voice echoing through the corridors of time. He has just returned from the throne of the Almighty with a message written in light, sealed in truth, and meant for your ears before anyone else. Not by chance. Not by coincidence. But by calling. Because something beautiful is unfolding just beneath the surface of your reality. And you, beloved soul, were chosen to know before the rest of the world sees it manifest. He speaks not with urgency, but with certainty, a calm authority that does not waver. He says your name has been spoken in heaven again and again, wrapped in promises you've forgotten, drenched in prayers you once whispered through trembling lips. And now, the silence is breaking. The clouds are parting. The blessing that was hidden is being released. You've waited long. You've cried silently. You've survived what others never even saw. And now, heaven is whispering, this is their moment. This is the turning. Prepare their heart. Tell them, something beautiful is about to happen. This is not a message for your mind, it is a message for your soul. Because what's coming will not make sense logically. It will not be packaged in what the world calls success. It will be sacred. It will be soft. It will feel like peace where there used to be pressure. It will arrive gently, but it will shift everything. The timing will seem strange to others, but to you, it will feel like home. Like the answer you didn't even know you were still hoping for. Like the moment heaven finally exhaled and said, yes, now it's time. Michael says, you have been faithful in the waiting. Even when your hands were empty, your heart stayed open. Even when no one saw your devotion, God did. And heaven does not forget such faith. Heaven remembers the broken moments you still lifted your eyes. Heaven remembers the nights you blessed others while battling your own burdens. And now, heaven responds. And this response isn't a small gesture. It is a reversal. A realignment. A divine unfolding of things you once thought were over. A return of what was stolen. A reintroduction to joy. The kind of joy that comes not from outside validation, but from inner restoration. The kind of peace that makes no sense, except that it was handcrafted by God Himself, and delivered through the wings of angels who've been circling your life for years, waiting for this moment. There is a door opening now, but it is not made of wood or iron. It is made of timing. Divine timing. The kind that does not rush, but when it moves, everything bows to it. And Michael says this moment is that door. You are about to step into something prepared for your spirit before you even knew how to dream for it. You are about to collide with the very thing your past tried to make you believe you didn't deserve. But you do. Not because of perfection, but because of purpose. And here's the most sacred part, this beautiful thing that's coming. It already carries your name. No one can take it. No one can block it. No jealousy, no delay, no mistake, no past can deny what heaven has already declared. Michael says, this blessing is not being sent to test you, it is being sent to reward you. This is not a lesson. This is a lifting. A lifting of the heaviness. A lifting of the questions. A lifting of the doubt. And in that lifting, a clear view will come. A revelation. An invitation to feel joy again without apologizing for it. This is the beauty that is coming for you now. Not loud. Not chaotic. But pure. Gentle. Anchored. It will not shake you. It will hold you. And in its presence, you will feel something you haven't felt in a long time, safety. Not the safety of the world, but the safety that comes when heaven wraps itself around you and says, "We never left. We were always working for you. And now, it's time you see what we've been building." So prepare your heart. Not with fear, but with faith. Make space in your spirit. Clear the noise. Because something sacred is entering. A new chapter. A better one. A beautiful one. And you were meant to hear it first, because you were meant to receive it fully. There is a reason you are hearing this before anyone else. A reason your soul was drawn to this message even before your mind could make sense of it. It's because heaven knows how many times you almost gave up. How many times you sat in silence, not because you had no words, but because you had too many, all tangled in confusion, disappointment, and quiet ache. And yet, you didn't quit. You woke up again. You prayed again. You helped others even when your own heart was bleeding. And Archangel Michael saw it all. He saw the way you carried your storm without making it someone else's burden. He saw the way you watered other people's gardens while yours was still dry. He saw the tears you cried in hidden places, the ones you wiped away quickly so no one would see how fragile you truly felt. And now, heaven is not ignoring your faith. It is rewarding it. Slowly. Gently. Miraculously. Michael whispers, "You have entered the season of beauty." Not beauty in appearance, but beauty in spirit. Beauty in timing. Beauty in healing. And it starts now. This moment is not about loud celebrations. It is about sacred alignment. You will begin to notice the small things changing first, the way peace comes quicker than panic, the way kindness finds you from unexpected places, the way your thoughts begin to feel lighter, like something heavy has quietly been lifted. These are not small signs. These are angelic footprints. Traces of Michael's presence, guiding, clearing, preparing. Because what's coming is not ordinary. It's not a surface-level success. It's a heart-level resurrection. A restoration that reaches the parts of you that even you forgot existed. That childlike part of you that still believes something good could happen. That soft voice in you that always whispered, "I just want peace." That quiet hope that never died, even when everything else tried to bury it. And now, that hope is being watered. Michael is planting around you, in silence, the seeds of things that have no words yet. Opportunities with your name on them. Encounters that will feel divinely timed. Conversations that will stir something sacred in you. People who will see you not just for what you do, but for who you truly are. These are not accidents. These are arrivals. You'll notice the shift not just around you, but within you. The fear that used to freeze you won't feel as loud. The doubt that whispered, "Not you," will begin to fade. And in its place, faith will rise. Not blind faith, but anchored faith, the kind that comes from knowing, heaven has already spoken on your behalf. Michael is not just delivering a message, he is escorting you through it. He is fighting off the things that tried to block this moment. He is shielding you from distractions, protecting your path from unseen warfare. Because what's ahead must not be touched by the noise of yesterday. You've been through enough. And now, you're walking into the enough that comes from God, enough peace, enough clarity, enough favor, enough love. Michael says, let them know this blessing is safe. Let them know this time, they don't have to beg, they just have to receive. Let them know what's coming is not because of luck, but because of loyalty, the loyalty they showed heaven in their wilderness. And that's what's so beautiful about this moment. It's not just about a new season, it's about a new you. You're not returning to who you were. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. You're stepping into what was already yours in the spirit, but now it's being released in the physical. And nothing can stop it. Not the delay. Not the detour. Not the disappointment. Because heaven has decided, it's your time. So breathe. Smile softly. Prepare your space, not with stress, but with sacred expectancy. Because what's beautiful is not just that something is coming, it's that you're ready for it now. And what arrives in a soul that's ready, flourishes without fear. And now, it begins. The shift is no longer just in the spirit. You begin to feel it in the room around you, like the air is carrying something lighter, sweeter, more holy. There's no trumpet sound, no flash of light, yet everything feels different. A message has moved from the realm of prophecy into the realm of manifestation. And Archangel Michael is closer than ever, not hovering above, but walking beside you. Every step you take now feels aligned. Every breath you release feels divinely guided. The beautiful thing that was promised is not coming. It is arriving. You see it first in the way certain things fall away. The unnecessary conversations. The distractions. The connections that once felt full but now feel empty. You're not losing anything, you're being uncluttered. Heaven is making space. Not just around you, but within you. Because what is entering your life now cannot live in a divided space. It needs your peace, your honesty, your readiness. Then comes the clarity. You start recognizing why some things didn't work out, why some people left, why certain dreams had to wait. And suddenly, you no longer feel bitter, you feel blessed. Because now you see the design. You see that God wasn't being silent, He was being strategic. You weren't forgotten. You were being reserved. You weren't overlooked. You were being protected. And Archangel Michael confirms, they are ready now. Let it begin. So it begins. A door opens. Maybe small, maybe quiet, but you know it's divine. A message arrives, an invitation comes, a person crosses your path, and something in your spirit doesn't just react, it remembers. Like you already knew this moment was going to happen. Like your soul wrote this chapter before your body ever walked into it. That's how heaven operates. It doesn't surprise your spirit, it awakens it. You start noticing names that repeat, numbers that line up, places that call your name without a reason. And in the midst of it, one soft whisper rises again and again. This is the beautiful thing Archangel Michael told you about. It's not always a grand stage. Sometimes it's the small moment, the unexpected smile, the perfectly timed message, the way peace rushes in at the exact second you needed it. That's how you know, the miracle isn't just around you. It's inside you. And now, you stop asking, when will it happen? Because you realize, it's already happening. The blessing is not a distant day. It's a present flow. You're not waiting anymore. You're receiving. You're walking. You're becoming. You are living in what heaven wrote for you. And that beautiful thing, that good news, it's layered. It's not just one event. It's a sequence of divine alignments. A restoration of your heart. A reawakening of your joy. A relationship that sees you for who you are, not who you had to be to survive. A door that doesn't just open for you, but invites you in. A financial breakthrough you didn't expect. A healing that touches your body and your mind. A peace that stretches over your entire household. That's what Archangel Michael was referring to, a flood of goodness that is personal, purposeful, and permanent. You'll start speaking differently now. Not from fear, but from faith. You'll start walking into rooms with a quiet confidence, not because of what you've earned, but because of what God has already promised. You're no longer hoping for maybe. You're living in meant to be. Archangel Michael stands beside you now, not as a distant angel, but as a fierce protector and holy witness. He sees it unfolding. He sees the timeline heaven created just for you. And he's whispering in the quiet places of your soul, this is your time. Not borrowed. Not temporary. Not accidental. This is sacred. This is heaven's response to all the times you didn't give up. You were meant to be here. And the beauty that's entering your life now, it was always yours. It just needed your heart to be ready. And now, it is. And now, it is no longer a waiting. It is no longer a whisper. It is no longer a soft breath of prophecy. It is here. Fully. Boldly. Unshaken. The blessing has arrived, not like an announcement, but like a sunrise. Quiet, but powerful. Soft, but unstoppable. And in this sacred moment, Archangel Michael stands behind you like a shield of light, his wings stretched wide over the past you survived, and his hands extended forward toward the future you're now stepping into. You feel it first in your soul, a stillness that isn't empty, but complete. It's not the absence of problems. It's the presence of something higher than problems. Something that silences chaos without having to explain itself. That something is peace. True peace. The kind of peace you forgot how to pray for. The kind of peace that only comes when heaven has made a decision on your behalf and no force can reverse it. Michael speaks now, not in riddles, but in revelation. You are no longer in the season of hoping. You are now in the season of holding. This is the fruit of your faith. The answer to your tears. The reward of your loyalty. The harvest of the seeds you planted in silence. The breakthrough that carries your name, not because you demanded it, but because you were faithful when you had every reason not to be. And suddenly, everything starts to feel like alignment. The people you meet begin to reflect what you've been asking God for. The places you're drawn to begin to open with favor. Conversations shift. Closed doors unlock. Connections deepen. It's as if life was waiting for this version of you, the version that knows their worth, that trusts without needing control, that believes again without bruises guiding the way. You don't second-guess it anymore. You don't ask, is this really for me? Because something inside you, something sacred, already knows. This is what your soul has been rehearsing for. This is what your quiet strength prepared you to receive. This is what your past didn't cancel, it cleared the way for it. This beautiful thing, it has many names. For some, it will come as love, a divine relationship that doesn't just fill your time, but heals your time. For others, it will come as opportunity, doors opening in places you thought were locked forever. For some, it will be healing, not just physical, but emotional, spiritual, ancestral. For many, it will come as restoration, the return of something that once felt lost, now glowing with purpose. And for you, it might be all of this, layered perfectly, like the pages of a sacred book heaven wrote just for your journey. Michael watches you now. Not as a warrior, but as a proud witness. And his voice, though strong, is filled with compassion. You didn't skip steps. You didn't rush what was meant to take time. You walked through the valley with integrity. You endured what would have crushed others. And that is why this blessing is safe in your hands. You won't misuse it. You won't lose it. Because now, you finally understand, you never had to earn God's love. You just had to endure long enough to see it fully bloom. And bloom it has. In the way your soul feels calm. In the way your nights no longer echo with emptiness. In the way your mind no longer entertains lies about your worth. This is transformation, not of your surroundings, but of your awareness. You now see what you couldn't see before, that you were never abandoned. You were being set apart. That the silence wasn't rejection, it was preparation. And the beauty that's now surrounding you is not an accident, it's a response. This is what happens when heaven says yes. Everything shifts. Time bends. Angels move. And peace becomes the signature of your steps. So walk now, boldly. Smile now, deeply. Rest now, fully. Because what you are living in is not just a new season. It is a new identity. You're not who you were when this message first found you. You are now the fulfilled version. The chosen version. The trusted version. And from this moment forward, life will never look the same again. And now, as the divine story finds its fullness, Archangel Michael stands before you, not above you, not beyond you, but with you. He looks at you the way only heaven can, not with judgment, but with joy. Not with analysis, but with admiration. Because you made it. You crossed the unseen valley. You passed the hidden test. You reached the hour that was always written for you, even when you couldn't read the script. And now, he speaks not with urgency, but with celebration. He says, "Look around, beloved. This is what heaven meant when it said something beautiful was coming. This peace you feel, this clarity in your chest, this softness in your voice, it is the proof that prophecy has become presence. You are standing in what was once only a prayer. And as those words fall like gentle rain over your spirit, something opens deeper inside you, something sacred, something weightless. You realize, you're no longer waiting for the moment. You are the moment. You're no longer chasing the blessing, it is flowing through you. You're no longer hoping for love, you have become the safe place for it to land. The good news that Archangel Michael brought wasn't just about an event, or a person, or a door, it was about you. Your becoming. Your emergence. Heaven didn't just send you a miracle. Heaven made you into one. Michael smiles now, not the smile of completion, but the smile of commissioning. Because now, your life becomes a vessel of everything you've received. You will walk differently. Speak differently. Not louder, but more truthfully. Not for attention, but with intention. Because when you've touched heaven, you can't go back to surviving, you start thriving. Not in the way the world defines it, but in the way heaven designed it, with purpose. With love. With quiet confidence. He places his hand gently on your shoulder, a gesture not of command, but of connection. And he says, "This is the part they didn't expect. Not only would you survive, not only would you heal, but you would become a light to others. A whisper of hope to someone else's darkness. A proof that God still moves. Still speaks. Still shows up with beauty wrapped in silence." You were meant to hear this message first, not for ego, but for assignment. Because now, you'll know how to speak to others who are still in the valley. You'll know how to tell them, wait. Hold on. Don't give up. Something beautiful is on its way. And they will believe you, not because of your words, but because of your presence. Because when someone has truly encountered heaven, they carry it with them. In their tone. In their touch. In their tears. And you carry it now. You carry the light of fulfillment, the weight of wisdom, the grace of survival, and the glow of divine timing. Michael begins to lift now, his presence still near, but his message complete. But before he ascends, he leaves you with one final confirmation. A soft sentence that will echo through your soul long after the noise of the world tries to drown it out. You were always meant to reach this moment. Not because you were perfect, but because you were pure. Not because you never fell, but because you kept standing back up. And now, beauty is your portion. Joy is your inheritance. Peace is your protection. And heaven is your covering. Carry this truth with reverence. Live this miracle with wonder. You are not late. You are